Welcome to Protocol. I am the Queen of Weight Loss, and the Queen says all things not listed are forbidden and nothing permissible has been left out. I'm going to review the top 10 Queen rules, and then we're going to go into some visual aids that will further explain what I'm going to go over in these top 10 rules. Number 1, you need to drink a gallon of water a day. Number 2, you need to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Number 3, you need to stop eating 3 hours before going to bed. Number 4, each meal consists of a protein, a vegetable, and a fruit, and there are no duplications on your protein and your vegetable. Number 5, the apple is the only food that can be duplicated in one day. Number 6, oil-free moisturizers only, and in these moisturizers we don't want any parabens, absolutely no oil in anything, including your foundation. Number 7, a food scale that measures grams and ounces. Number 8, a weight scale that measures to the point 2. Number 9, when choosing seafood, wild-caught seafood is the only seafood. And number 10, track your weight and keep a food journal daily. In your binder, you will find this pink sheet along with a magnet. Take it out and simply put it on your refrigerator. We want you to be looking at this every single day, reading these out loud. This program is very much no excuses. So there are no excuses because this includes the top 10 rules that you're going to need to follow every single day, along with the directions for protocol. So make sure to take that out, put it on your refrigerator. And for the ones who say, I don't want to put this on my refrigerator because I don't want everyone knowing that I'm doing this, including members of my family, totally understand, because we've all been there, that we've done so many programs in the past that you don't want them looking at you like, what are you doing now? So if you need to put this in your purse, but again, no excuses. You need to read it every single day. We are going to replace the old tapes with new tapes. And the only way to do that is to look at it, to read it out loud, and to have this discussion with your coach. Take it out, put it on your refrigerator. The first rule is to drink a gallon of water every day, and you will find in parentheses this says 4 big bottles of water. This is what I'm referring to. This is a smart water bottle. I don't really care if the inside of that smart water bottle has smart water, although that is a fantastic water. You can get this from your tap. I'd really prefer you not, but put it through some kind of purification. I don't care, but I want you to have 4 of these bottles, because if you can see it every single day, then you can do this if you put this in your line of sight. So what I do is I have 4 of these smart water bottles and I fill them up every single day. Now I want you to notice the top of this water bottle. It has a sport cap on it. Those are wonderful because you can throw those in your purse, throw it in the car. It's not going to spill on you. Now the rule that I have for myself every single day is that I fill my 4 water bottles up, and when I get up in the morning, I grab that first bottle, jump in the shower, jump in the tub, and the rule to myself is I get that down before I get out. That's the rule. You get the first bottle down, the other 3 are a cinch. It's just that you have to be intentional about it. You're never going to wake up a gallon thirsty. So every single day, make sure you have your water bottles ready and filled up and ready to go. This is my water source. This is what I fill my 4 smart water bottles up with. Again, I don't really care what kind of water you're using. Right now, it's more important that you get in a gallon of water. You're going to find so many programs that are going to talk about half a gallon a day, or get in as much as you can. Not in this program. We are very intentional that you are going to drink a gallon of water. What you need to understand is that the HCG is going to get into your body. It's going to remove the abnormal secured fat, but understand that what it's removing has already been eaten, chewed up, processed, and stored. So it's coming out in a gelatinous form. The only way to get it out is to get it out with water. The reason our program is so successful is because we are hardcore on these top 10 rules. This is what makes us so successful. So again, if somebody puts a gallon of water in front of you, you're going, oh my goodness, I don't think I can do that. But you can definitely drink 4 bottles of water a day. You will get so used to this that you're going to feel lacking if you don't get it in. But again, and you see my water is at the top of my refrigerator. I drink room temperature water. It's actually easier to drink, and there's actually reasons why it's better for you. We're not going to get into that right here, but just no, again, I just want you to get in your gallon of water a day. No excuses. Rule number 2 and rule number 3 are self-explanatory. Rule number 2 says to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. And rule number 3 says stop eating 3 hours before going to bed. Now, the reasons for this are actually going to be in your nutritional information in the workbook, so you will know why. But just know that on the top 10 rules that we require that you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, even if you don't get that right now because you say I wake up in the middle of the night or it's hard for me to go to sleep. As long as you have the ability to get in the bed and to sleep 7 to 8 hours, we're going to let HCG do the rest. It will take care of that. Number 3, again, stop eating 3 hours before going to bed. This is non-negotiable. It has to be done, and I would actually prefer you to be through even before that. But for sure, stop eating 3 hours before going to bed. And rule number 4 and actually rule number 5 are going to be taken care of as well. Each meal consists of a protein, a vegetable, and a fruit, and there are no duplications. However, rule number 5 says the apple is the only food that can be duplicated in one day. So what you're seeing here is your protein, your vegetable, and your fruit. Again, no duplications on protein or vegetable. So if you have chicken for lunch, you're going to need to have a different protein for dinner, like shrimp. If you had tomatoes for lunch, you're going to need to do cucumbers or cabbage for dinner. If you have your apple for lunch, you can actually duplicate that apple again for dinner. Again, the apple is the only piece of fruit that can be duplicated in one day. I want to call attention to your plate size in this picture. This is a salad plate. We as Americans are used to eating off of platters, but we're the only country that does this. Eat off of a salad plate to get, again, everything back into focus. Portion sizes and things like that. There's not a lot of food on this protocol, so you want to trick everything. You want to make it look bigger than it really is. But I want to say to you that on this food, we want it to be the highest quality of food. What you're looking at on this plate, it's all organic, and the chicken is from the Never Ever program, and we'll explain that further in the nutritional information. But just suffice it to say, there are no chemicals, there's no synthetic ingredients, there's no toxins, there's no additives. So what does that mean to you? It means that when your body goes in to eat this food, it doesn't have to tease out all of those artificial ingredients and take it to secure fat reserve. Your body is going to utilize every one of these calories, and they are so nutritionally dense. It is amazing, and you get to do this twice a day. So keep in mind, you are eating 500 calories a day, but your body is pulling 2,500 calories out of secured fat reserve every day. So your body's actually reading 3,000 calories. You are not going to miss the calories on protocol. First of all, you're not going to be hungry, but number 2, because your body is not teasing out 1,000 calories of synthetic and artificial ingredients, it isn't going to miss that. It's going to feel completely satisfied and wonderful and energetic and not tired from this constant digesting of artificial ingredients. Rule number 6. Oil-free moisturizers only, no parabens, absolutely no oil in anything. Let me just say this, I do not endorse anything. The reason I'm showing you Alba is because this was brought to me from one of my clients and she just loved it. I tried it, loved it. It is oil-free. Now when you go to search for this, you want to make sure that you're reading the box correctly because all the boxes look the same. You don't have to use Alba. There are wonderful products with Mary Kay. There's wonderful products with many lines out there. The thing that I really want you to concentrate on is to make sure that you are getting products that you look at just like you look at your food. We're asking you to get the highest quality of proteins and vegetables and fruits. Well, the same is true for anything that is going to go on the largest organ of your body, which is your skin. Anything that goes in on your skin goes in your bloodstream. And you will find out more about this in the nutritional information. But again, I'm not going to ask you to go throw everything away. You know, when you come off of protocol, you get to go back to your moisturizers into maintenance, but I still want you to use the highest quality. Again, you don't have to go throw everything out right now, but as you run out of things, replace them with things that you can understand on the back of that product. Just like we're asking you to read nutritional information for your food ingredients, same thing here, because it means the same thing. Now, for my clients who want to get a massage during protocol, I'm going to highly suggest that you don't do it, but if you're just someone that has to get that massage every single week, there is a product here that's an oil-free massage oil, and it is fabulous. It's made for HCG skincare, and it's made by Golden Essence. Now, I don't particularly care that you buy your products from Golden Essence as far as oil-free moisturizers, although they do have that. They're okay. They're like anything else, but this is the only product that I have found that you could actually do a massage with, and actually put it on your legs, and it makes them look kind of nice and shiny for the summer. So again, make sure that you're choosing your products that you put on your skin, hair, under your arms, all of these things, just like you would be choosing your food, because if it goes on your skin, it goes in your bloodstream. Rule number 7, a food scale that measures grams and ounces. This is a must. You cannot eyeball your proteins, okay? They have to be weighed out every single day, or what I like to do is actually take the weekend, take an hour over the weekend, prepare all of my proteins for the week. You measure them out, make sure that they're 100 grams, and then cook them and then store them, and there you go. How easy it is it, if you have all your proteins already fixed, to grab your protein, grab half of a cucumber and an apple and be out the door. How great is that? But you have to have a kitchen scale. Now, this is why it's going to be important when you're on protocol. It's not that you can never go out to eat. You can, but it is harder when you're going out to eat. Why? Because they can't measure your protein. The protein is the deciding factor of weight loss on this protocol. So that's why we have to be so staunch on making sure that you weigh these out. Now, you don't have to weigh out fruits and vegetables. Now, we're going to tell you a handful, and if you can't abide by a handful, then we're going to tell you it's about a cup measure. On your fruits, those are easy, right? It's just an apple, an orange, you know, half of a grapefruit, and some strawberries, a handful of strawberries. If it's a cucumber for vegetables, it's half the cucumber. We'll get into that in a moment. But again, going back to the scale, you have to have a kitchen scale. There is no eyeballing the protein. I don't really care if it's this brand of a kitchen scale, but it does need to be digital, and one that measures grams and ounces. Rule number 8. A weight scale that measures to the point 2. This is important because many people will tell me, well, I have a 0.5 scale, or my scale just measures to the pound. The reason you don't want this becomes a very mental game. You do not want to lose 0.2 one day, 0.2 the next day, 0.2 the next day, and not know that you've lost weight until the 3rd day. It will mess with your head, trust me. You want to make sure that you have a scale that measures to the 0.2. If you go and get any scale now, most of them measure to the 0.2, some measure to the 0.1. So don't really care about the brand of scale. I will tell you a little bit about the scale that you're looking at here. Because I had not weighed in 15 years, because I was so messed up when it came to weighing, I didn't even know if I could do my own program, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get onto the scale. My husband searched and searched and found this scale, and it's called a weightless scale. So basically what he did is he set it, put a piece of paper over the top, I stepped on it, it beeped, and it would just tell me if I gained weight or lost weight. Now I love to weigh. I get on the scale, do my little prayer every morning before I get on it, and it's fine. But back then, it was really, really hard for me to get on the scale. So I understand if you have those kinds of issues. But again, this program is about no excuses. When you are 100% committed to something, you find a way to do it, okay? So again, no excuses. Every single day, you're going to get up and you're going to weigh. and this is going to be your life for the rest of your life, is to weigh. This scale would become your new best friend. And also, I'm going to go ahead and tell you in this slide that's going to go ahead and take care of slide number 10, in that this is that's your tracker system at the top. This is also in your manual in the very back of the book. Yes,